Maria Hook reacts to Quad Web saying Sweet Tea wouldn't be on Married to Med without her Urban Bell Mag logo for light mode. Urban Bell Mag logo for light mode. Bell Collective LAMH LHHATL Bell HHMIA Married to Med RHOOA RHOP Subscribe Search Entertainment Amanda Anderson Niles. Published 42 minutes ago. Maria Hook reacts to Quad Web saying Sweet Tea wouldn't be on Married to Med without her photo credit. Bravo! Maria Hook was entertained by a recent scene of #MarriedToMed. Married to Medicine stars Quad Web and lateasha Sweet Tea. Lunceford have been clashing in the current season. As we reported, things really went left during the couple's trip planned by Dr. Heavenly Kimes. The trip is the main reason why Phaedra Parks departed the show before the cast concluded filming for season 11. Not only was Apollonida invited, but he also brought his now estranged wife, Sheridan Copes, to Key West, Florida. They confronted Phaedra about bringing a man named Chike as her date. Chike is friends with Apollo, but neither he nor Phaedra figured that should be an issue. Sweet Tea and Quad's issues started after Quad became drunk as the couples were playing a game of questions. At some point, Quad drunkenly said Sweet Tea and Dr. Gregory Lunceford needed to have more **** if they wanted to have a baby. She then said that she would be the one to plan the baby shower. This resulted in Quad going back and forth with the couple in front of her new man, King. King and Greg nearly came to blows the day after. Quad and Sweet Tea exchanged words at the reunion as well. However, it's something Quad said that gave Maria Hook a good belly laugh recently. In the scene, Quad tells Sweet Tea she wouldn't be on the show if it wasn't for her. Quad said, "You, my dear, would not be here without me." Sweet Tea replied, "No, you wouldn't be here without Gregory because he is the medicine." She added, "I hope your man has a fleet of ambulance trucks for you to keep you relevant." Maria commented on the scene on Instagram. She wrote, "I dropped my **** phone on this one." The reality is none of us would know who any of these people are if it wasn't for Mariah creating the platform. So this arrogance from Quad is insane. She's so unlikable now, like shut up already. Heavenly was the one who said Sweet Tea saved your job. Stop playing dumb. This is the first time Quad had a storyline in years. So yeah, thanks Sweet Tea and Greg ma'am. They are married to medicine. You are not. The reality is none of us would know who any of these people are if it wasn't for Mariah creating the platform. So this arrogance from Quad is insane. She's so unlikable now, like shut up already. Heavenly was the one who said Sweet Tea saved your job. Stop playing dumb. This is the first time Quad had a storyline in years. So yeah, thanks Sweet Tea and Greg ma'am. They are married to medicine. You are not. I must announce some very big news. Bridal gowns and rhinestones are very in at Bravo reunions. In the words of the Devil Wears Prada anti-hero Miranda Priestley, groundbreaking. Sarcasm doesn't read on the internet as well as I'd like, so let's make it clear there's nothing groundbreaking about rhinestones on the Bravo reunion stage. What is noteworthy, however, are the addition of actual bridal gowns to the rotation. We've always seen pageant gowns and Dubai ateliers make big showings amongst the women, but of late, I've seen more and more proper wedding dresses get passed off as reunion outfits. It's not a bad thing, but is there some connection between frivolously worn wedding dresses and the dozens of fractured marriages on these shows? I'm only just superstitious enough to think there might be. If anything, the proliferation of wedding dresses makes me feel we are approaching an event horizon where white is no longer associated with bridal wear, or there is some mass convergence of pageantry, bridal, and couture. I use couture loosely here, as most of what's described as couture on these shows is made by upstart designers who've slapped couture onto the side of their small-town boutiques. The most egregious display of this rhinestoned bridal wear event horizon happened at the upcoming Married to Medicine reunion. Since we haven't talked about this show in some time, I've curated select looks from the past few weeks alongside their reunion looks. Shall we? Here's a lady who will put on some clothes. Thank God. And more often than not, the clothes fit her beautifully. Amongst a cast like this, I cannot understate what a rarity that is. This leather look latex dress is something else. While not particularly novel, the effect against the jewelry and hair is perfection. I'm especially keen on this necklace, even if I wish the neckline of the dress came down a few more inches. It squishes her proportions down, but really, I'm nitpicking. Fabulous job, Quad. Dr. Heavenly Kimes apologizes for Married to Medicine cast taking shots at RHOA cast. The casts of RHOA and Married to Med have been going back and forth. Phaedra Parks trashes hateful Married to Medicine cast as she skips reunion. They're demonic minions of hell. Married to Medicine reunion trailer. Dr. Simone and Quad face off in shocking backstage fight. Exclusive. The Married to Medicine cast is going to need a healthy dose of healing after this reunion. In true Married to Medicine fashion, the ladies aren't the only ones getting involved in the drama. Their partners are also invited to sit down with Cohen and discuss this season's biggest moments. One topic of discussion is Dr. Greg's fight with Quad's boyfriend King during the cast's Florida trip. Spoiler alert, they still don't see eye to eye. The Married to Medicine Season 11 finale airs on Bravo Sunday, March 16 at 9 p.m. ET, with the Season 11 reunion kicking off Sunday, March 23. Stream old episodes anytime on Peacock. Gizelle Bryant is not feeling Married to Medicine, plus Quad Webb doesn't hold back in interview. Many Married to Medicine fans believe the show has turned dark. The current season of Married to Medicine has been very controversial. As we reported, Phaedra Parks left the show before filming wrapped up. Dr. Heavenly Kimes invited Phaedra's ex-husband Apollo Nida to the couple's trip. He originally told Phaedra that his wife Shireen Copes would not be going to Key West, Florida with him. However, Apollo pulled up to the scene with Shireen. They later confronted Phaedra about bringing Apollo's friend, Chake, as a date for the couple's trip. Phaedra met Chake at lateasha Sweet Tea, Lunceford's speed dating event, which aired on the show. He told Phaedra he knew Apollo, but he and Phaedra figured it wouldn't be a big deal since Apollo and Phaedra divorced several years ago. Regardless, Apollo and Shireen said Phaedra crossed the line. Interestingly enough, Phaedra told producers that Shireen was allegedly Apollo's mistress while she was pregnant. Then there's the drama that happened with Sweet Tea, Dr. Gregory Lunceford, Quad Webb, and her boo King. Quad's drunken behavior at a couple's game night resulted in Greg and King nearly coming to blows the next day. Urban Bell Mag, logo for light mode. Urban Bell Mag, logo for light mode. Bell Collective. LAMH, LHHATL, LHHMIA, Married to Med, RHOA, RHOP, SUBSCRIB, Search. Entertainment, Amanda Anderson Niles. Published 2 weeks ago. Gizelle Bryant is not feeling Married to Medicine, plus Quad Webb doesn't hold back in interview. Photo credit, Bravo. Many Married to Medicine fans believe the show has turned dark. The current season of Married to Medicine has been very controversial. As we reported, Phaedra Parks left the show before filming wrapped up. Dr. Heavenly Kimes invited Phaedra's ex-husband Apollo Nida to the couple's trip. He originally told Phaedra that his wife Shireen Copes would not be going to Key West, Florida with him. However, Apollo pulled up to the scene with Shireen. They later confronted Phaedra about bringing Apollo's friend, Chake, as a date for the couple's trip. Phaedra met Chake at lateasha Sweet Tea, Lunceford's speed dating event, which aired on the show. He told Phaedra he knew Apollo, But he and Phaedra figured it wouldn't be a big deal since Apollo and Phaedra divorced several years ago. Regardless, Apollo and Sherian said Phaedra crossed the line. Interestingly enough, Phaedra told producers that Sherian was allegedly Apollo's mistress while she was pregnant. Then there is the drama that happened with Sweet Tea, Dr. Gregory Lunceford, Quad Webb, and her boo King. Quad's drunken behavior at a couple's game night resulted in Greg and King nearly coming to blows the next day. Gizelle Bryant isn't happy with what is happening on Married to Medicine. Phaedra, Chake, Sweet Tea, and Gregory left the couple's trip early after the drama occurred. Surprisingly, the group acted as if those four were the troublemakers. This has frustrated a lot of fans. The one cast member they felt was right on the money in the latest episode is Toya Bush-Harris. At the Lemon Squeeze, Toya said the cast has a history of doing terrible things to each other, and they act like mean girls. Well, Real Housewives of Potomac star Gizelle Bryant isn't feeling the current season of Married to Medicine either. She discussed it during a recent episode of Reasonably Shady. Her co-host Robin Dixon hasn't been watching, but Gizelle broke down what happened with Phaedra. For her, it was bad television. As for Phaedra, she isn't speaking on her former Married to Medicine co-stars much these days, but she's been busy promoting the next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. She also recorded a sit-down with United States Senator Raphael Warnock for her Instagram followers. I'm glad she said it. I told someone with a large platform needed to say this. I don't think I'll ever watch Married to Medicine again. All they do is find one or two people to isolate and bully every season. The OGs are antagonizers, especially Quad and Heavenly. It's not entertaining. Why is Quad discussing their marriage? But then again, everyone's going to act like people are so pressed to speak about her. Whether they make it or not, who cares? I don't even know why she's on the show with her ex-husband and his new wife. I don't know why Sweet Tea will even join the show, regardless of what media's little sister Heavenly said. All money isn't good money, and they all obviously must need something if they're willing to join the show, and there was all this nonsense. Gregory seems like a piece of you-know-what after the way I heard him speak to his wife last week. She'll wake up when she's ready. But why would Quad want to be on a couple's trip and a show with him if he was so abusive? So it's okay to be around your abuser as long as they pay you enough. They're all ridiculous, and